And boom. Hello, I'm Kenny Keller with Helicopter Online Ground School. This video is in response to a question that I just got in email, and it comes in quite a bit, or questions similar to this one. And this gentleman's question was, does this course substitute for a classroom ground school? That's a great question. I have a lot of testimonials from our members. I really and truly, in the beginning, designed this as check ride preparation, and our members have taken it and used it way beyond my expectations. I want to give you a testimonial from an instructor. I have a lot of testimonials from our members, but I got contacted first by this young man, Travis, who emailed me telling me about how awesome his student Johan was and how he did such a great job. And of course, I remembered this young man. I emailed him right away and said, hey, your instructor just told me what an awesome job you did. And he said, yeah, absolutely, thanks to your ground school. So I asked this young instructor to make me a video.
I recently taught a student of mine at our school. He was doing a private pilot and 3-week course that we offered, which is an extenuous course. It's super fast. I have to do a lot of training with the students and get them up to par within the 3 weeks because most of them have come on visas, so they don't have much time to spend. A particular student of ours, his name was Johan van der Walt. He came to our school and I set him down with ground school with another instructor of ours. And the first day I looked in his folder and it said review. Well, I figured that the instructor wasn't doing their job. So I looked in and I scheduled my own ground school with him. And sure enough, it was a review. I was appalled by all the knowledge that he had. And I asked him, hey man, what did you do? Well, he said, well, this helicopter online ground school thing. He's like, it's awesome. You get on there and he's like, it takes you everything that you even need to know. And I said, wow. So we quizzed for a little while and I figured, hey, he's pretty content. I would leave it at that. He can go on for his check ride. I'll give him the sign off for his oral part. So a couple days later, I told him, hey, get your written knocked out. He got his written knocked out. We flew for the whole entire 3 weeks and he finished it up. The easiest student that I had, it was an honor for me to work with him because he already knew everything that he was talking about. Super easy gentleman to get along with. He passed his oral perfectly, passed his flight test perfectly. He had no stress throughout the whole entire 3 weeks because all he had to focus on was the flying because, like I said, he got his written test done within the first 3 or 4 days that he was there. So that was an awesome job on his part, an awesome job on Kenny's part. Great job, fellas.
So there you go. That's the kind of testimonials that we're getting. I'm not going to sit here and brag anymore about trying to tell you how cool it is. This is what I'm getting from customers, members, and now their instructors. And this young guy, what he did was incredible. Johan, that he shows up with all the knowledge and flies like a couple of weeks and has the rating. I've never heard of anybody doing it so fast. So that was really incredible. So back to the question, does this course substitute for a classroom ground school? I designed it as a addition to your training. You're still going to have to do some ground with your instructor to at least make sure that you have the ground knowledge that you need prior to him signing you off. But there are guys out there that are taking our training and using it to fully prep pretty much for their check rides. So if you're interested in finding out more about our ground school, there's a card button up in the upper right hand corner. There's also an annotation on the screen you can click to check out our membership, and there's also a link below this video. Please give us a like and a share, and we'll see you in the next video. All right, are we frozen? This thing froze on us. We've had this on for hours. Tried to update it, make sure everything was good to go for today in 5 minutes before we go live. You can point that out to me when we get there because we're going to talk about Jamie in a minute. So yesterday we said we would roll Johan video. That was what we opened up with. We thought that'd be fun to see me, 6-8 years ago in the old studio, back towards the beginning. So that's the Johan story we talked about. Johan's in the book. It's called The Johan Approach. And then we're going to talk about Jamie, who's in the book. Lindsay just found the section for me, so I know where to go to when we get there. But this, I got home last night, and here's the paperback. So we want to show you this today because we're not putting this out for a month because we want to get the Kindle out, get people consuming it, give us your feedback. We'll make whatever changes we want to make to it, and then we'll update the inside of this. But I wanted to get it in my hands. I worked late last night, I got home, my daughter had brought them inside and opened it up because the package was wet, she wanted it to dry. was laying on the kitchen table and I walked in and I went, damn. I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, I like it, right? And Heather, Lindsay, and my daughter Gloria last week told me to stop putting content in it and finish it up. Because I felt like, I want to put this in. I need to add this and I need to add that. And once I saw this, I'm like, okay, that's why they told me to stop adding content. So I feel better about it now because I need to put this in there. I need to put that in there. And they told me to stop, so I did. And I'm glad I did, and now that I see the book. So this will be out in a month. And I want to show you how we came up with this, because I thought some people might enjoy this. There's some scattered papers over here from printouts and tables of content and what we changed. And I want to show you where we started 3 weeks and 2 days ago. Somewhere we wrote it down. First draft, January 3rd. So here's how we started. Over here in the hogs area where we sit and do ground when we're doing flying, we sat down sat here on the couch and just started brainstorming ideas. And Lindsay was here and we went, okay, what do we want in the book? And we were going to do section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we were going to do like chapters underneath. And of course it changes to the standard chapter now with what the book is, but what needed to go into the book? And then, that's Lindsay just drawn for fun, a big hogs logo on there. And then we talked about some more stuff, how we were going to launch and the lives we were going to do. And then I'm going to skip to this page. This is where I started laying the book out. And it's just fun because, I'm going to pull it out of here, see what a mess I make. Lindsay helped me with the layout because she's been here helping us since last spring, so she's heard a lot of the stuff. And she helped me get the first section right here started. And then I kind of was working into here. And then I went home, I took this and put it in the living room. And that was kind of fun because I could sit this right in the living room on I forget those things. What do you call them things in the living room? It's not a coffee table. You put your foot on, it's cushy. Ottoman. And it's pretty big. So I could set this on the ottoman at home and put my little laptop right on top. And I could look at it. And I was struggling, I'm going to be honest. I'm like, okay, how do I get from 1 to 10? Because I figured about 10 chapters. And I had that first part, like I said, I'm like, God. And I have, let's start flying different instructor and aircraft, dual training before solo. And I got home and my daughter and her boyfriend were there. He's a college student. And I'm like, man, I need to sit down and figure the layout of the book. And because my mind was just going 1,000 miles an hour, I'm like, well, maybe I should recruit my friends, Captain and Morgan, to just, kind of help the flow. And my daughter's boyfriend, Dylan, goes, sometimes creatively that helps. And it did, right? So getting a little buzz going, feeling pretty good, and then it just starts flowing across the page, right? And I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to be good, bad, or not. So then after I did that, I brought it in and sat down with Lindsay, and again, because she'd been helping me lay it out, and she's been here hearing about how flight training goes and hearing the stories on and on. So then she made it nice and neat. And we took my chicken scratches and then she put it on here nice and neat like this. So you can see it and then you go, okay, this kind of makes sense. And what was fun was, Heather's been around it for 6 years. Lindsay's only been around it since last spring. So I thought Lindsay has an insight because she's been here, hasn't taken any lessons, but at least she knows as a new person coming into it, what kinds of things would people ask? And of course, the first chapter is top 10, and Heather put that together because she knows from texts and phone calls, what are people asking repeatedly about learning to fly? And the funny thing is, standing here sober as a monkey, it flows the same way as it did the night when I sat at home and had a couple Captain and Cokes, worried that it would make sense. And then I got here, we went through it, and Lindsay goes, yeah. She goes, it's good, it makes sense, right? So that's just part of the chicken scratches and part of the book creation process. And it's fun, it's exhausting. I encourage you to do it if you want to do a book and you haven't. It's a lot of work, but now I'm having fun, right? After the big mess. And I wanted to mention my first original book again. I just realized it's been 10 years since I did this. So 10 years ago, I launched this, right? So it's fun looking 10 years later at what I produced 10 years ago to now, and it's still the core of what I see, right? And I hope you like the book. Give honest reviews. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I told a story, right? I'm just sitting there thinking about back when I was a student, what I've seen 23 years of teaching. And when I sit down and read it, I like it. Maybe it makes sense to nobody in the world but me. So far, I think it's pretty darn good. So that's what it's going to look like. We've got a couple other cover options, but this one's really growing on me. I still need to show Lindsay and Heather the other ones I had designed, but when I saw on the table, I'm like, I like that. So there's how thick the book is now. So when you guys and girls are reviewing it, keep in mind, I am looking for feedback. A chapter in the book is, help us refine the book. That's why we're doing it in Kindle. It's easy to change the Kindle version, reload, upload to Amazon. And that's what we'll do with the paperback. We want to refine with what we've put together so far through your feedback over the next couple weeks and our own feedback of just working through it. We can go, hey, you know what? Let's add a little something to that chapter. Let's add a little personal thing to that chapter. The thing I mentioned yesterday is one of our YouTube followers said, hey, I had to lose weight so I could start flying. That's a great story. That needs to go in the weight and balance section. And we'll add that. So that's what we're looking for is, what do you think of the book? And for beginners, is there something in there completely missing that I just left out? And we'll try to work it in for the revisions for the Kindle and the paperback. Yeah. So we're going to do giveaways shortly. We're going to do first, we're going to give away a patch, and then we're going to give away one more study guide with the original cover, still in the package, all fresh and new. And then one more Hogs ball cap. And we're going to make the questions easy. So, Lindsay, you just looked up for me the chapter on Jamie. Which was it? Should have just passed me the book. I had 2 copies. I had 2 different styles of formatting so we could have them delivered. And that's what's cool about Amazon, right? Like you can go in and have the book drafted, upload your file. You can order a proof. It's not published, but that's the way it comes in the mail. And I got it in like 4 days from the time I ordered it. They produced it, sent it to my door, and now I have something physical I can sit and look at. And I was excited when I brought it in. Lindsay and Heather sat down with me and we go, okay, let's look at these, Formatting between this one and this one. I used 2 different formatters to figure out what we like. Did I change the page? No, I didn't. So in the book, and this is in the Kindle book, and this will be the paper book, and I was communicating with Jamie a little while ago. I sent him a copy of this, and I said, hey, join live today, Jamie, because I'm going to talk about you. And it's under Navigating the Flight Training Maze, a student's story. And underneath, the Tell of Jamie Cobb. Jamie is this wonderful man, sweetheart, and he came to me, it's now been 6, 7, 8 years ago. He's the guy with over 200 hours, 8 different instructors, frustrated, and he just think, I can never do this, I'm gonna have to sell my helicopter. He had a new R-44, and he was just almost in tears. We finished him up, and Jamie is the inspiration for the final approach course. So I'm going to have Heather cue that up and ask your questions. Heather's doing the chat. I want to roll the Jamie video because I want you to see him. Lindsay hears me talk about him, but she didn't see it till today when we download the video. So if you're ready, Heather, let's go ahead and roll the Jamie video because I want you to hear from Jamie firsthand.
Live to fly another day. Helicopterground.com.
Hey, it's Kenny with Helicopter Online Ground School, here with Jamie Cobb, one of our ground school members. Just got his private pilot rating, and we just want to do a quick impromptu video because we both got to get going, have other things to do. But the check ride was yesterday. He just got done, and we just want to talk a little bit about, we all have struggles when we go to get our rating, private, commercial, whatever the case is. I failed my first private, so my private turned into a couple years, more money, lots of frustration. Jamie's had some issues along the way just with, and I'll let him tell you more about it, but just kind of getting people lined up, because a lot of times having an available instructor who has examiner available, you know, everybody's time, everybody's busy with their lives, so it's not always easy to get these ratings done. So real quick, Jamie, just give us the brief overview of just a little bit of struggle that you had and why you decided just to come up here and just get it done.
Well, everybody's busy. We all have things to do,
Yep.
and trying to get our schedules lined up.
Yep.
It's pretty difficult. So I bought your online ground school and felt I needed to get more of a grip on things, and I did that. And just going through it, and I thought, well, maybe Kenny can help me out trying to get this thing done. I was getting tired of it, and
Right.
just tired of all the struggles. And
Yep. He's been at ground school for about a year, and I even went back and looked through the emails. We've been communicating for a year. There's 10 or 15 emails, and several times he's called me through the way and saying, hey, you know, I'm just kind of struggling with this or that, and I give him some pointers, and we talked a couple times about him coming up here. He's just been working out long enough where he just said, you know what, if I come up there, can I just come up and get done? And he did, and he got here on the 2nd. Yesterday was the 10th. We got him done in about 9 days. He had good knowledge from going through ground school. The instructors he flew with did a good job with him in the aircraft. So when he showed up, there wasn't really a big problem other than it was just putting everything together, going out, flying a little bit, doing a little bit of ground to polish everything up to make sure it was all good, and then going through the paperwork, because we know, or if you don't know, there's a lot of documentation and log books and 8710 and getting everything right to go see the examiner. So we did that in about 9 days and flew over yesterday. Windier than the average check ride, but he felt good about it. Examiner felt good about it, and probably the windiest check ride I've done in 15 years, and he still went out and flew to a standard and passed and got the rating done. So
I'm not sure how I did that, but
it
worked out.
You did it. I was even going, wow, it's kind of windy, but I thought, well, as long as examiner wants to go and you feel good about it. And then they went out and flew the maneuvers and got it done. And after the fact, I said, hey, is there anything that the examiner asked you during the check ride that we hadn't covered or wasn't in online ground school? And your answer was?
Nope. You covered everything. I mean, your videos really helped me out a lot. I mean, the books are overwhelming, and
Right.
there's so many documents for that. Your videos clear it up.
That's, why I built it, because I failed my first check ride, most people know, and that's one thing that Jamie connected with me when he first started watching my videos was, hey, the guy admitted that he failed, and I've created a business out of it because I know how hard it is when you got 8 different books and you're trying to study here and you're trying to study here, and it just gets overwhelming. So I kind of just put my own little training manual together with my own notebook and been teaching out of it for years, and then turned it into online ground school, and here we are. So
And it works.
and it works.
It worked for me.
Yep. So
And I'm already to do the commercial now.
yep, he's going to go back,
come back.
build his PIC time, and when he's ready for the commercial, he'll come back up, and he knows now he can just come up, we'll get to it, get everything
Get
everything signed off, make sure the requirements are all met, polish the fly-in, polish the ground school, and go out and get it done. If you want to learn more about our helicopter ground school, go to helicopterground.com in the description box below. Thanks, Jamie, for traveling all the way from Texas to come up here, and you can look for more to come. So give us a like and a share, and we'll see you in the next video.
He is the finisher.
Let's hope good.
Boom!
Kenny the Finisher. Jamie was so much fun. Oh my God, I loved flying with him. And we'll sum that up here real quick. I want to show you, we haven't mentioned the Hogs Wall in a while, which, hey, we haven't been online for 3 weeks because I've been building a new book, but send us in some fresh pictures for the Hogs Wall of Fame. Today we have up pictures of the book, and we'll send you the no-go button, and we have an announcement about no-go buttons. we've been waiting. There's a few people waiting on their no-go button. This is what we've been using all this time, and we like it, right? And so I went to order new ones, and they've been out for like months. And so I finally asked them the other day, I'm like, hey, what's the deal? And they go, well, we thought January, but now it's going to be April. And I'm like, ugh. And they go, well, we've got a smaller one if you'd like to try it. And we did the measurements, and they have one available that's more like the size of the easy button, which was the inspiration for this one. And at first I'm like, I don't want a little one. But then Heather and I looked at it and went, well, you know, the easy button's cool, right? So I said, you know what? I don't want to wait till April for the new no-go. So they're sending us one that's more sized like this. It's on order, should be shipped anytime. So those of you waiting on a no-go button, we'll have them. And maybe we'll like this better because it takes up less space on your desk. At first I didn't like it, but I thought, well, let's give it a shot. We order them 50 at a time. So I'm going to get these here, and it'll have the new logo on it, and we'll give it a try, and we'll ship them out to the people we owe, and we'll see how that goes. And hey, anybody out there that uses live streaming software? I use Wirecast. I've been using it for 10 years. What's out there new and cool that's probably better? This thing causes us so much trouble. Type below if you're into this kind of thing, or you do live video and roll video and share pictures and stuff. I'd like to try something new. I've had my good run with that for 10 years. So we ran the Jamie video. Jamie's in here. He's in the book. Like I said, we were texting earlier today. And, you know, we have all these stories with people from over the years. And it's just so much fun, the connections you make. So we're talking about a brand new book, about people getting into this. It changes your life, right? It changed my life in a lot of ways, right? And it changes lives for people, like the people that had to lose weight because they wanted to start flying and they needed to be able to fly the helicopter they wanted. You know, when I got started, I had to knock off kind of the wild, you know, party life 25 years ago because I couldn't carry on that life and learn and fly and study, you know, help me straighten out. In so many ways it helps you. Like you're in the car and you'll learn all of a sudden you're with somebody and you'll go, clear, can you clear right? Oh, I mean, would you look out the right-hand side? You take away things you learn in aviation, carry over into your real life. And I'm going on a rant, I'm emotional thinking about all of this, right? And I love the connections that we have with people, the stories that we tell, the people we meet. The people you connect with, you can become some of your best friends. Some of my best friends are still in Cleveland, where I'm not anymore, but that's where my career started. And some of my very super closest friends were all from Cleveland, and I met them out there in my first, full-time helicopter job. Okay, hey, you guys are wanting prizes. Lindsay and Heather, think if there's something else I need to say or talk about. AskHogs.com. Check out Kenny's clone. AskHogs.com, the link's down below. Go there and ask it questions. You can type in the questions, or you can click the phone icon, and it'll talk back to you in my voice. Yeah, it's scary, but you know what? It's really exceptionally cool too. All right, let's give away the first patch. So all you have to do is type in chat what I want you to type in. Please spell properly and use capitalization as proper, right? Because we're trying to teach you, as you're going through your pilot license, you got to be taking care of the details, right? And you go to do your pre-solo written and your written test and your check ride. You got to do things by the book, right? So what was our going to be our first one? What day? So what day is the book going to launch? You should know. Well, I'll tell you, it's Saturday. So the first person to type in Saturday, proper spelling, proper capitalization, will have Heather send you a Hogs patch. And again, while Heather's waiting for the first one to pop up, remember, we claim by our chat. Your device may read differently. People argue with us after the fact because they think they won. Their chat showed that they were first. We have to go by our chat. Jeff Hickman? All right, nice. So then the next is for the study guide. All nice and neat, brand new. We did put one on the shelf. We've got a couple more left. We put one on the shelf this morning, like, you know what, let's keep one. Just pack it away, put it up on the shelf. Just gotta keep all this stuff for creating books. I keep all of it just for historical purposes. It's kind of fun. Oh, they need to know what, right? Like we did the day. So here's how you want to type in the answer here. What time are we going to release the Kindle on Saturday? 11 a.m. I want you to type, though, 11 a.m. 11 a.m., 11 a.m. That's it. 11 a.m. Type in 11 a.m. and you'll get the study guide. So the winners, email Heather, helicopterground.com. She takes care of all the shipping. So she will ship these out to you probably pretty quickly. We got a lot going on with getting ready to launch the book Saturday, of course. So you got a winner yet, Heather? Nope. Okay.
It's catching up to you.
It's catching up.
Okay, Bernard.
Bernard. Bernard is the winner of the study guide. Okay. Now the next one, a little bit harder, and we decided, is it hyphen? Okay. What I want you to type next to win the hat. We want to make that's a little harder because these are nice hats. We said yesterday, Heather and Lindsay both said, most comfortable hats they've ever wore, and they love them. I don't wear hats. Yeah, it seems like a nice hat, but I don't wear hats. Messes up my hair. So for the hat, we want you to type in, see, this is all caps. Should we make them do it in all caps? Okay, to make it easy, all caps and with a hyphen in between Private Pilot 101 hyphen a helicopter training blueprint. Use all caps, type it in, proper spelling, Private Pilot 101 space hyphen space a helicopter training blueprint. First one to type it in correctly as instructed gets the ball cap. Did we have any questions from anybody about the book other than when's it launch? Okay, so there you go. I'll summarize while Heather's picking a winner, not picking a winner, getting ready to call a winner. 11 a.m. Saturday. Please do us a favor. It's really hard to get people to leave an Amazon book review. I know this. I've done, 7 or 8 books now in 12 years. I understand, and I don't know if it's just because of the difficulty of finding the place to do it, but do us a favor, and if you like the book, go back to Amazon, find that leave a review button, and leave us a comment if you like the book. If you don't, then you don't have to say anything. It's nice, it's like I'm waiting and waiting. I want somebody to give me a comment on there. So 11 a.m., Kindle version, Saturday, it launches. 4 weeks from Saturday, paperback will launch. You got your winner?
Yes, Brian Bay.
Brian Bay. Brian Bay, email Heather at helicopterground.com. You are the winner of the hat. And I keep thinking, has my head been cut off the whole time? No. It's hard, the black wall looks weird when I'm looking at the camera. It's goofy. Do I want to leave them with? AskHogs.com. Go there and ask your helicopter training questions. Ask about the book. Ask about retreating blade stall. Ask about dissymmetry of lift. Ask about what helicopter should I fly. Go to AskHogs.com. Try that thing out. And let me know what you think. It's really cool. It's getting better. We've uploaded 2,000 pieces of content. We probably have another 600, 700 videos to upload to it, more documents to upload to it. We're working on that. It's probably going to take us a month to get it all uploaded, but it's drawing from 12 years of my content, and it answers like me, and it's cool. All right, anything else before we go? I guess not.
Everybody can't wait.
All right, Saturday, 11 a.m., helicopter training blueprint. Private Pilot 101. Peace out.